Hey guys, welcome to South Grow 954. This video is going to be about my raised garden bed and what I'm growing inside of it and how I built my garden bed.
No shoes, the new shoes. I never had a cavity, but now I got a Bluetooth. Hurt better see my car to get the rent paid. Used to rent the bus, now the car got an intake. Clothes and whole shoes taped in the front. Never had dinner, so we living off a lunch. Knock, knock, jack, move. Get up out the rest. So broke, no credit.
So on this side, it's half and half. On this side, we got strawberries. We got 6 rows of strawberries that we planted exactly a week from today. And this side is radishes that have already sprouted, and I'm already excited. Look at that. We put 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 or 5 rows. I can't quite remember of radishes, and they already sprouted. And we put them after the strawberries too, so about 5 days, and they already germinated and sprouted. That's awesome. So yeah, so I got this wood for free on Marketplace. Some lady was giving it away, and yeah, I got the wood. I picked it up, and my first thing in my mind that went in my head was, let's build a garden bed. It's time. So it was pretty much all 2x4s and a couple panels of fence, the like picket fence panels. And so yeah, so I got creative. I made a couple cuts. I didn't really have really good saws like I do right now. I only had a jigsaw, so most of my cuts weren't that clean, but it's okay as long as you have something to cut. Yeah, so right now it has 6 legs. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. And then the long ways, like this ways, are they're resting on these 2x4s. I have made cuts. See, look, that's not really that clean, but I made cuts so that this is resting on the wood. It'll be more sturdier. That way that it's not being just supported by screws. You know what I'm saying? Because after time, it's going to rot. Yeah. And then in the middles, I put, I screwed these in on the side because they're the supports. But on all the corners, I got them cut. And they're resting all on the 2x4s. And it's 3 2x4s up, so it's about, 12 inches tall. All around. Yeah, and then I put all the wood panels on the bottom, and I put one long 2x4 all the way across from here, and I put in some 4-inch screws. When you're working with wood and you want it to be real sturdy, the bigger the screws is better. So all these screws are, I think, either 3.5-inch or 4-inch screws. I know they were 4-inch, but I think I used some 3.5, and I used some 2.5 also for like the small stuff like these. I think they're like 2.5. This is the soil that I got in here, Jungle Growth. $8 for 2 cubic feet at Lowe's. So I bought 3 bags. So right here is 6 cubic feet of soil. And then on the bottom of the bed is like a net type of material. It was like very strong plastic, kind of like a fence, and that, it looks like that, but very small, and it goes all the way across. It's resting so that the weight is evenly distributed. And then I put these weed preventer mesh things. I put 2 layers of them so it could hold in the soil, and it's been working so good. Like when you water, you can see the soil drain out perfectly, and it's still moist enough that it retains it because we watered it yesterday. You see right there, it retains the moisture. Perfect conditions, and I got it in part sun. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so in the morning it gets like 3 hours of sun. It's not really hot sun yet, you know what I'm saying? It's just the morning, it gets good amount. And then towards sunset, I think it gets about 2.5, 3 more hours of sun once the sun comes down towards the west that way. Gets sun right here. But throughout the day, the house is shading it, and yeah, so it's part shade, part sun. So it's perfect growing conditions for, berries or radishes, for instance, herbs, anything that I want to grow in here. So yeah, I'm excited, and thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and check out my Instagram too, SouthGrow954.